That's a big snake. That's a hunting posture. Chin on the log like that so it can feel vibrations, and it's waiting on a squirrel or a chipmunk to walk along the top of the log, and then it's pop. He's got dinner. Older snake, a lot of rattles on that one. So I got some equipment wax dipped yesterday afternoon. I think that's about 155 boxes plus a whole bunch of feed rims. Those hopefully are good to use for the next 20 years now. They don't get put out except in winter, usually. This should be enough to get me through the rest of the season. All my nukes will grow and need boxes to put on hives that have honey pulled off. So that should be enough equipment to satisfy all of that. I've got some other equipment that I can use too, but it's good to have boxes just to put extra frames in and whatnot. So that's good. Wax dip tank did really good. I did add, oh, it's still warm. I just shut it off yesterday afternoon. It's still warm. I did rework my basket and added that expanded metal divider in the center. And that is very important. It really helped a lot. What would happen is the two stacks of boxes that were in there, sometimes they would touch each other. And if they did, the wax didn't really penetrate the box, and then it would get stuck on the insides of the box because it was cooler. So that expanded metal in there, I got a much cleaner batch here. Really happy with how that worked. So that was time well spent. That took me 20 or 30 minutes or so. The hardest part was I had to heat this thing up the day before and winch the basket out of there. You got to melt all the wax to get the basket out and then let it cool overnight. And then the thing is super heavy, so I had to haul it up to the shop so I could weld on it. The actual work only took 20 or 30 minutes, but boy, the thing's heavy. Glad to have this done. So I was about to go mow at the honey house, mow around some of my nuke yards, make a tank of syrup, and go start feeding bees. So of course it's raining, even though it's a 20 or 30% chance of rain. It's supposed to rain for real this afternoon, thunderstorms and such, so maybe I should cancel my plans and just go bottle honey. I've got some orders I've got to get delivered before we go on vacation. I hate to switch horses midstream. When I start a job, I really like to finish it. I don't like jumping from mowing and feeding bees into bottling honey today. I had not had that in mind. So I got rained out on feeding yesterday. So I'm trying to get fed today after church. It's Sunday. And just fed a few nukes in this first yard, and it brought the rain on. We had a very, very dry spring, which actually helped our honey crop because we had so much flight weather, and it was a good tulip poplar year. So the bees were just able to work and work and work. Dry spring, and we've had a wet summer. It seems like it's raining every day now. We're leaving on Wednesday, so I don't have much time to get through my nukes. The only real pressing thing is some of my nukes are getting big enough that they need to have a box added to them, and I'm gonna not be in them for at least 2 weeks, so I really need to get that done before I go. And I had enough time to get it done this afternoon. It's hard in the rain. Hopefully this will pass. Awfully humid after the rain, but at least it's quit. So I'm checking through some of my nukes. Had to add a box down here. I think that's the only one I've added a box to so far. They're looking pretty good. This is one that I merged the laying worker on top of. They've not grown up there enough to need a box. These two, I've got feeders, 2 feeders in the second box. I just added a third, and they've started drawing that out. They just need more feed. This one down here looks pretty good. This one does not need a box yet. They look better than they did, but they need to draw some of this out before I start worrying with giving them more resources. Wonder what this one looks like. These are a little grumpy after the rain. Yeah, they need a box. So I'll give them 2 pollen frames and a box with 2 feeders in it. They'll outgrow me in 2 weeks. Whereas this one here, I don't know if it's gonna outgrow me. It's not gonna outgrow me in 2 weeks. But this one will. So this is what I'll do to grow this little colony here. That is an extracted pollen frame. I don't want to store that over winter. It's sticky and wet, still got some honey in it. So I'll put that on one side. I'll just push all these frames over. And generally, if you have drawn frames on the outsides of the box, they draw the rest of those frames really good, so they'll finish that box out. Especially when I give them 2 gallons now. That colony's fairly small, but it's surprising how, when they're wanting to grow and draw wax, it's surprising how quickly they can get big enough to handle 2 gallons. I think that one's probably 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallon territory. So I don't like to give a lot of syrup to small colonies, and real small colonies have a lot more trouble with drowning in the feeders. Big colonies, you have very little trouble with drowning in the feeders. And that's all we need for them. Nukes, medium nukes in 2 boxes will overwinter just fine. In 3 boxes, they overwinter great. They're bigger in spring, so you've got more to work with to make splits and honey. But they overwinter just fine in 2. And if you give them 2 boxes of drawn comb in the spring, they can become absolutely massive colonies. So 2 mediums is about 1/3 bigger than a single deep, and they overwinter great in Tennessee. I have overwintered single mediums, but it's usually on a double screen board on top of a big colony, and I've had mixed results with that. So I much prefer 2 mediums at least by fall. Anything that doesn't make 2 mediums is just being nursemated. It's weak. I've got about 175 spots for nukes on the home farm between my house and my honey house. And that's in 3 separate yards. They're all, 1/4 mile apart or something like that. I think that helps with orientation and bees getting confused and stuff. They're all on concrete blocks with tar paper under them, or felt paper. And I did that because I wanted to make it easier to manage nukes and easier to feed nukes earlier in the season. And I made a bunch of nukes. My mating success this spring wasn't that great. It's the worst it's been in 5 years, I guess, for whatever reason. And so anyway, of my successful nukes, I ended up selling 75 of those or so to customers and kept the rest. But I ran out of, when I was making nukes, I actually ran out of spots on the home farm to put nukes. So I started putting them in out yards that had some empty spots, thinking, oh, if they hit, then I'll get them fed up and it'll be great. It'll be fine. I don't like going to these out yards to feed 3 nukes or whatever I may have in that yard. I much prefer having my nukes concentrated around home so that I can feed them every week, give them boxes when they need it, keep them growing earlier in the season, and get them bigger and get them to draw foundation while I can, versus having to go here, there, and everywhere to feed very few. So I think I'm going to find somewhere to put another 50, just make another little yard, maybe close to one of my other ones, or in the same field or something like that. And next year, just not put any nukes in out yards at all. Keep them all around home where they're easier to take care of, and then get them grown and big, and then move them to out yards during the winter when that's the best time to move bees, wintertime. You've got more dark hours, it's cold, so you can move them in the daytime in winter if it's cold enough, and you don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to lock them up before it gets light. This makes more sense that way, I think. I think that makes a lot of sense. Got 3 more hives to look at in this yard and probably feed. Ow! Why did you sting me? That is not nice. There's no need for that, just because it's raining. I think I just let another bee in here. There you go. Anyway, I've got 3 more hives to look at in here. So of course it starts pouring. I'll work in a drizzle, but when it's like that, well, it's just no fun. You get soaked quick.